Welcome to the Magical Attention Program. In this program, we help you to understand the five kinds of attention and how you can pay attention to your attention and achieve your goals for 2025. Before we move to week two, let's do a quick recap of week one, where our focus was on worthiness. We covered the five kinds of attention, the two elements of attention, that's awareness and discernment, and then the golden rule for worthiness is to first build a state of good feelings, stack it up, then build a story when you're in that good state, and then allow yourself to build a strategy. So before we move to week two, let's see how you feel today. So let's use the emotional guidance scale to map how you feel at the beginning of this week. Over to you. Let's pause a couple of minutes. And now, week two, where we discuss bonding with your traditional senses. Inherent in our traditional senses are insights and inspiration. Our traditional senses are our body's way of giving us feedback. It tells us when all is well, and it also gives us a sense when something is not quite right. Excluding of information from any one of the traditional senses can cause stress and impact sound decision making. How then do you bond with your senses? It's important for you to have a hobby. Allow me to share with you a story that will enable you to understand why. This is the story of the lotus pond. A man owned a beautiful lotus pond that got its supply of water from a reservoir up on a hill. The pond was home to many fish. Birds came to drink water from the pond, and flowers grew around it. Butterflies, bees frequented the flowers for nectar. The entrance to the pond had a board which read, "All are welcome." Children came to play, and many passers-by stopped to sit on the benches and relax. The owner himself also sat on a bench and received inspiration and insights. The owner had worked in the city for a year, so he rented his place to Mindy. Mindy had a utilitarian approach to everything. He saw the pond as a distraction, so he shut the supply of water to the pond. The water stagnated, the lotus died, the fish died, the pond began to stink. The flowers died, and the birds, bees, and butterflies stopped coming. The board was removed, and nobody visited the pond anymore. The owner came back after a year and opened the tap to the pond and revived the place. The area became alive and vibrant. All the owner did was to open the tap, and the place came alive. So, why a hobby? Unlike the pond that required human intervention for its supply of water, you have the power to open your own tap for an abundant supply of insights and inspiration. This tap is your hobby. A hobby is a for fun activity that enriches your senses. It could be writing, reading, cooking, watching a play, a dance performance, board games, etc. The process creates new neural pathways in the brain, that helps you deal with stress, fear, anxiety in eclectic and discerning ways. Taking no downtime can end up draining you both physically and mentally and can severely impact your productivity and creativity. I did a quick internet search for hobbies of most successful entrepreneurs, and this is what I found. Twitter's Jack Dorsey indulges in hiking. Sir Richard Branson of the Virgin Group kites surfaces every day. Warren Buffett, CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, often plays the ukulele, and from writing his own songs to performing a duet with Bon Jovi for charity, Buffett pursues his hobbies religiously. Your prompt for week 2 is to choose a hobby. If you don't have one, pick anything from doodling to coloring to styling, browsing the internet. Take time every day for your hobby. The amount of time is not as important as the quality of time that you give your hobby. Before you immerse into your hobby, check how you feel. After you are done, check again how you feel. Observing the difference consistently will help you naturally navigate to activities that make you feel good, expansive, and relaxed. Remember, where attention goes, energy flows. Pay attention to your attention. That's week 2 for you. Thank you.